Hi Bachmann fans, it's that time of year again, and we are about to announce our 2024 catalog releases. In this announcement, we've got new paint schemes for locomotives, rolling stock, and some new train sets too. So without further ado, let's get started. Beginning in HO train sets, we're excited to introduce the latest officially licensed Ringling Brothers and Bachmann Bailey train set to our range. Celebrating the 2023 relaunch of this American institution, the Circus Spectacular displays Ringling Brothers and Bachmann Bailey's vibrant new appearance. This set is sure to be fun for one and all, featuring an F7 diesel locomotive, plug-door boxcar, flat car with containers, and a wide vision caboose, with an oval of snap-fit easy track, a power pack, and a speed controller. Continuing with the Ringling Brothers and Bachmann Bailey theme in locomotives, we're welcoming a new USRA 060 steam locomotive with short-haul tender, sharing the same updated branding as found on the Circus Spectacular set. Also arriving in this series of classic 060s are new Pennsylvania Railroad and Northern Pacific examples. Continuing in our steam range, we're delighted to announce a new addition to our popular 440 American series with the Central Pacific Leviathan. Constructed in 1868, the Leviathan was notable for transporting Leland Stanford's business train for the first leg to Promontory, and between 1999 and 2009, a fully functional replica was built by the Cloak Locomotive Works, making this a perfect addition to both Pioneer era and modern era layouts. Moving to diesel locomotives, Milwaukee Road Bicentennial Locomotive number 156 arrives in our EMB SD40-2 line with Soundtrack's Economy DCC and sound and LED directional lighting. In 4-axle diesels, we're adding two schemes to our DCC-equipped GP40 series, with Union Pacific featuring Little Rock block lettering and the BNSF H1 scheme. Rounding out our HO locomotive announcements is a highly requested painted unlettered version of our GE 44-tonner, arriving with Soundtrack Tsunami 2 DCC and sound on board. In HO rolling stock, we're welcoming a baggage generator car to our line of smooth-side Ringling Brothers and Bachmann Bailey passenger equipment, based on generator car number 63007, which provided power and heating to the living quarters on the rest of the train. Also in our smooth-side range, we're introducing a full consist of separate sail cars painted in the 1938 New York Central 20th Century Limited scheme, and a consist of cars in Norfolk & Western's Powhatan Arrow scheme. Both series of cars feature a baggage car, a dining car, and an observation car. Aside from the baggage car, each car arrives with a fully furnished, lighted interior. In our open excursion car range, we're introducing an East Broadtop example to pair with our East Broadtop locomotive and old-time cars announced in 2022, as well as an example painted for the Roaring Camp and Big Trees Railroad in California. In our freight car range, we're pleased to announce the simultaneous production of multiple road numbers per paint scheme for select car types to facilitate building a more authentic consist. Cars with additional road numbers in this year's catalog include the Bethlehem Steel 100-ton 3-bay hopper, chemical tank car, and our recently announced Trinity 5161 and GATX 4800 hoppers. In our Bethlehem Steel 100-ton 3-bay hopper series, we're additionally introducing two road numbers for the CSX corporate logo scheme, as found on many hoppers throughout the CSX system. In our 40-foot quad hopper line, a North Pole and Southern Christmas car is joining the range, lettered for Claus Coal Mines, while our 40-foot boxcar line sees the introduction of a Jersey Central Coast Guard scheme car. Following the delivery of our new Steam Era Express reefers in 2023, we're pleased to announce two additional paint schemes, with Lehigh Valley and Rio Grande joining the line. In our stock car range, we're introducing a Pennsylvania Railroad animated stock car with cattle, and a vibrant Texas and Pacific car in our standard line. The animated stock car features bobbing animal heads in the windows, while our standard line stock car features posable opening doors. In addition to new road numbers for our existing schemes, two new paint schemes join our chemical tank car range, with two road numbers each for Hampshire Chemical and Allied Chemical. And in our track cleaning tank car range, we're welcoming a Frisco example, lettered for Maintenance of Way diesel fuel transport. In our centerbeam flat car range, we're introducing two new paint schemes, with Canadian Pacific and CP Rail Red and Tomco Car Company, while our Senator Press flat car range sees the introduction of Union Pacific and Santa Fe examples. In our standard 52-foot flat car range, we're also introducing an Erie example. Finishing out our HO scale freight car announcements are two additions to our offset cupola caboose series, with the Ann Arbor Railroad and Great Northern. Following the announcement of the Taliflin steam locomotive in HO N30 narrow gauge, we're expanding this new range to include Taliflin carriages number 1, 2, and 4. Just like the locomotives, these cars are designed to run on N-scale track while conforming to HO narrow gauge dimensions. In N-scale, we're announcing a New York Central addition to our Prairie 262 steam locomotive range, while in our diesel series, we're introducing a second Amtrak Phase 6 version of our Siemens ALC 42 Charger, number 304. In our GP40 series, we're welcoming the CSX YN2 or Bright Future scheme to our sound value examples, while Baltimore and Ohio and Canadian National with Grand Trunk markings join our DC series. Expanding our GP38-2 line are 4 DCC-ready examples, with BNSF H3, Chessie System, Milwaukee Road, and Norfolk Southern arriving either with or without dynamic brake details on the roof, per the prototype. In our N-scale smooth-side passenger car range, we're welcoming the much-requested Pennsylvania Railroad fleet of modernism, with a baggage car, 3 coach cars, and an observation car. With their attractive Art Deco-era livery, these cars will go great with our N-scale streamlined K4 steam locomotive, arriving with furnished and lighted interiors. In N-scale freight cars, a Santa Fe example joins our series of track-cleaning 50-foot boxcars, arriving with removable cleaning pads, while a Detroit and Mackinac example joins our line of modern 50-foot 6-inch outside brace boxcars, painted in the impactful Yes Michigan scheme from the late 1980s. In our AAR 40-foot steel boxcar line, we're introducing a Christmas-themed North Pole and Southern Present Express service car, while our ACF 50-foot steel reefer series sees the addition of the iconic Fruit Growers Express solid cold scheme and the Canadian National Beef scheme from the 1971 promotional train of billboard cars that traveled the CN system. Finishing our N-scale rolling stock announcements is a new addition to our bobber caboose range with Denver and Rio Grande 49. In ON30, we're delighted to welcome a new East Broadtop passenger set with the Rock Hill Limited. Arriving with a 260 based on a prototype for the railroad's common carrier years, the set features passenger cars painted to match the cars currently in operation on the railroad and arrives with an oval of snap-fit Easy Track, a power pack, and a speed controller. Finally, in large scale, we're introducing a new addition to our Eggliner range with a football car. In addition to rolling stock, we're also welcoming several new figure sets to our Scenescape series, with a set of fully painted factory workers and farmers in HO scale, and maintenance workers, seated platform passengers, mechanics, seated passengers, and sidewalk figures in N scale. Well, that just about wraps up our 2024 announcements. If you want to find out more about all of these products, our Thomas & Friends announcements, and more, visit us at bachmanntrains.com to download our full catalog or place an order for one.